Vamos conversar hoje um pouco sobre o novo áudio do MPEG-H e a proposta para a chegada do MPEG-H dentro das propostas do Fórum para a TV 3.0 e ainda um pouquinho sobre o MPEG-H está sendo feito na rede amazônica em Manaus e como que isso pode afetar e mudar um pouco a percepção que as pessoas têm do áudio no Brasil. And for example, how many levels is need for these situations?
It depends on the broadcaster, how many he wants to. You can have, for example, additional commentator with referee decisions. You can have a commentator explaining more the basic idea behind the game for people who are new to the game. You can have commentators for the experts, which are explaining all the tactics. So that's up to the broadcaster, what he wants to offer. There's no limitation in this sense.
Okay, but yes, it's interesting. But in the ones, it's different for the. It's sending 2, 4, 6, 10, 11, 12. How much is the ones?
So currently, what is planned for the Brazilian system is that you can up to 16 elements. So if you have 5.1 plus 4, for example, immersive for the stadium atmosphere, that gives you 10. So you have 6 objects in addition. So you can have 6 different commentators you can mix in.
Okay, perfect. And in the search point for my interview is this, the Fraunhofers have a center in a center training in São Paulo. Okay, it's 2 years ago. Okay, and for 3 months ago, we have a big interview in the magazine for your center training. And what is the balance for this center in São Paulo? Okay, and what is the principal point for the Brazilian broadcaster is coming for training in your center?
So we have partnered up with Cinecolor in their facility in São Paulo. And the idea behind this is to allow training with all the possibilities of MPEG-H. If you want to use it only in the high level with a few presets, or if you want to use it in the full extent with all the objects and everything. So all the tools are available in the training center, and we have an immersive setup. And so you can learn how to produce with MPEG-H and how you change your production a little bit to make the most advantage out of the object-based audio. And we also added just recently an experience room, which is more showing the consumer side of it. So like a living room environment. So you can test what you mix directly, how it will be received on the consumer side.
Okay.
And the idea behind this is to allow the Brazilian broadcaster to really embrace the technology and use it. We did similar things in Korea, where we also had a demonstration and training center for the Korean broadcasters when they started in 2017 with their broadcast.
And for you, the central training is important for the proposal for TV 3.0 for the demonstration for the technology in Brazil.
It's also important for this because it's a good showroom. It shows the maturity of the technology, all the tools available. That's easy to produce. It's not so complicated as it sounds in the first place, but it's really easy because you are working already with the different stems. You handle them now a little bit different in the final step.
For you, it's easy. But for the broadcaster is the same perceptions of the change, because again is the audio is the young man in the family because it's
young child.
Yes. In the production, it's have 20% for video and 1 or 2 for audio.
Yeah.
It's easy, or is a new culture, a new education for the.
It's in the first production on the field. It's quite the same. You just have to keep the dialogue different, not mixing in it at the first step. So it's quite the same. It's not too different.
Okay, it's have in the audio switcher is have 20, 16 microphones, and it's coming in the sending is a difference. Okay, and for me is the final question is this: the Fraunhofer is coming for Brazilian. Okay, is presenting for the Ministry of Communication in Brazil, the MPEG. What is for you the balance for the presentation, and what is the perspective for the future?
Okay, so it was quite important to show the capabilities of the new technology to the political environment, because they have to decide at the end. So what we did there in this demonstration, we showed all the advantages of MPEG-H, the immersive audio, but the most interest from the political side is in the interactivity, because this allows new ways of accessibility feature. So for example, you can raise the dialogue as we discussed before, but you have also possibilities with the audio description. You can put it in a different location, or you can have on the main speakers everything without the audio description, and the audio description is delivered over Bluetooth to the person who needs it. So the other persons are not bored by the audio description because they can see the scene. And the disabled person can still have the audio description in addition. So these possibilities, the new accessibility, is quite important for the political side, and also a very important element of the MPEG-H proposal.
More important, you say, because it's not have only immersive and personal. It's possible for accessibility for the people. But my final question is this: in this moment in Brazil, is have a transition for the analogic for the digital TV. Okay, and in this moment is 24 million of people is now have a digital TV. Okay, and the MPEG H and TV 3.0 points is the filters, okay, but for too much people is a long filters. The technology for you is possible is coming for the all peoples in Brazil in how many years in your perspective?
So the advantage is that we have the MPEG-H 3D audio already in the 2.5 system. So even with the digitalization you want to finalize in 2023, you already have the capabilities. So TV 3.0 will take quite a while, and it's also a political decision in Brazil when to introduce this. But I think people want to go to the higher resolution on the video side, and the small child audio will follow with the TV 3.0. So maybe when you finalize in 2023, so you might start in 2028 to introduce the TV 3.3. I don't know. That's just a guess on my side.
Perfect. 2028. Okay, it's 7 years in the future. Okay, it's possible. Perfect. Yeah. And my final question is this: it's possible in the Olympic game in Beijing is have 16K. Okay, it's possible is have the your technology in 16K.
So the audio side is independent from the video resolution. So I mean, if you go with 16K and the current video codecs, then you have quite a big bitrate for the video side. Then we have all the freedom for the audio side to come with immersive and object-based audio.
Perfect. Thank you, Stefan. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you.
Thank you for useful information. Have a nice day in Germany.
Thank you. Have a nice day in Brazil.